Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. Now it is Friday, currently 7 o'clock in the morning. Not gonna lie, typically don't record this early, but this is the first order that I got. And if you can see the background, which I'm sure you can, let me plug in my phone real quick. It's a big order. From Brugger's Bagels, over $600 worth of food. And not gonna lie, if this is a nice payout, I might just go home. Because I'm kind of tired and we got plans tonight to go out for my friends like birthday dinner and stuff. So I don't know, we'll see. I can always just change my mind, but it is over $600 worth of food. It took them a while, mainly because they have to brew the coffee, and the coffee machine takes like 10 minutes to brew the coffee. But got a bunch of bagels back there. I also got some breakfast for myself, blueberry bagels with plain cream cheese, and of course a Wawa OJ that I got before I left work. But yeah, so I'm not really sure what to expect. Honestly, I had my hopes pretty high, and then I realized it's going to a high school, and they basically crash landed. Because typically high schools and churches don't really tip all that well, but it could be wrong. I'm hoping that I'm wrong, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. Put that in the comments. No cheating. What you guys think the payout is going to be. I'm really hoping that it's nice, but you never know. So I just know that there's definitely a tip, because if not, the order would have been showing as $8, not $12.75. But it was my first offer though, so you know what? Maybe it's a sign from above that today could be a nice day, because typically some of my first offers are typically trash. So we'll see what happens. We'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, as you can see, the bag is empty. We got the order dropped off. And honestly, the drop-off was pretty smooth. They came out with 2 huge shopping carts, made it nice and simple. I think it was paying just shy of like $70. For a high school, honestly, that's more than what I was expecting. I thought they were going to give me like 5%. Ended up being like a 10% tip. We'll take it. Great start. And after that, we get bombarded with low-paying Chick-fil-A offers. But yeah, anyways, I think my plan is I want to stick it out here for breakfast. And I'm actually going to go home like... Or I might stay out maybe for a little bit of lunch and then go home and just call it a day, have a short day. We'll see. I don't know. But of course, having a nice, basically $70 in the bag so early on definitely helps. Most definitely helps. Shout out to the Brugger staff, because they did everything. I mean, all those bagels and all that coffee, all I had to do was put it in the car, drop it off. I mean, yeah, I think if it was going to like an actual business or like somebody's house, I would be like, oh, maybe they'll tip a little bit more. But when it's at school, like you gotta bring down the bar a little bit. School, churches, doctors, especially if it was going to a doctor's office, I would have been so like disappointed, because I know for a fact they're not gonna help me bring it in. They're not gonna have a shopping cart, none of that stuff. You know what I mean? And on top of that, they usually don't tip well at all. But yeah, anyways, great start to the day. It's all about perspective, guys. You can be mad and bitter. You could have said, oh, you should have tipped you over $100. They spent some $600 on food and this and that. Very valid, all true. But at the same time, I also know they could have tipped nothing. But I guess if that was the case, then I wouldn't be the one taking the order. Can you imagine if that order showed up as $8, carrying bag required, 3.4 miles, whatever it was, and you didn't know that means that it has no tip on it, and you took it, and you deliver it? I think anyone would be so like disappointed, maybe demoralized. I don't know. But I know better, so I knew that once I saw $12.75, it's got a tip on it. We're making our way back here to my usual spot, and we'll see what the day takes us. But again, it's all about perspective, guys. No need to be negative. You don't have to be like overly positive, but just keep it real, which is what I try to do with you guys every day. Let's go. Guys, quick update. It's currently 9:20 in the morning, and since last checking in, we've done 2 orders. Might not seem like a lot, but one of them was paying... Well, first of all, my first order showed up as 9:20. I took it for like 4 or 5 miles from this new bagel spot. Well, new to me. It's definitely not new. It looks like it's been there for 1,000 years. It's Brooklyn Bagels. Then they stacked it an additional $6 less than a mile. And I really thought about it. Well, you know what? Why not? That additional order became like almost $18. They got the original one dropped off, so we're sitting at $95.28, and it's been pretty slow. So it's already 9:30 basically. So I'm gonna stick it out for lunch to maybe like 1, go home, and then I may or may not come out for dinner. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see, but you know, it's nice to know that we're at $95 and it's only 9:30. But at the same time, it's also slow. So we're passing the time watching the newest season of Drive to Survive on Netflix, or the latest Formula One season that just happened. So at least we have that going on. And so far, nothing on Empowered. Grubhub is dead. You know, you guys know the drill. We'll see you guys soon. Okay, guys, quick update. So we did one order here from Tropical Smoothie Cafe, $6.25, less than a mile. And then when I get there, I realize it's a $2 peak pay going on, so that kind of sucked. But we're over $100 for the whole day. And then I get this order right here from, I think it's like Tate's Bakery or something. I get there. They're like, oh, we burned some of the stuff. It's going to take like an extra 10, 15 more minutes. And I'm like, I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? It's okay. All on the side, no big deal. And then we get this stacked right here from Lupain, something Pain, or maybe I'm saying it wrong. I don't know. Or I'm pretty sure it means bread. I don't know. $22, like 7 or 8 miles, I think, overall. And I think after this, I'm gonna go ahead and go home for a little bit. I'm really tired. So yeah. So I think that's gonna be the best move. It's gonna leave me closer to Falls Church, so like 15, 20 minutes from my house. I think it's a win-win. You know, it could be more, to be honest. One of the orders has 11 items, so it could be more than what it's showing. Or it could stay the same. I'm cool with either one. And I think overall, we're going to finish, you know, the dash a little bit shy of $130, I think. So, hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. And we're still going to come out for dinner-ish, kind of. Or maybe a little bit early. We'll see. Haven't decided yet. You know, we haven't gone that far. But, you know, once I know, I shall let you guys know for sure. We'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure when was the last time that I recorded, but after dropping off the orders from that restaurant, which I cannot pronounce, but it looked like a fancy Panera bread, we went home, recharged the batteries. I fell asleep like a baby. You know what's the best part? I fell asleep with my baby because my daughter wasn't feeling so well. I think she got sick from the playground yesterday, and she just wanted to sleep. So we just slept. Next thing you know, I wake up and I'm like, yo, it is 3 o'clock. And if you notice, the video that came out yesterday didn't have no thumbnail, didn't have anything because I fell asleep. So I woke up and I did that real quick, updated it. But yeah. Anyways, we're here in Tyson's. Originally my schedule was at 5 p.m. It's 4 p.m. right now. I was able to jump on Dash now. There's a $3 peak pay. Okay, hold on. Excuse me, sorry. $3 peak pay, right? My first order that I get, $6.25 from Panda Express. Good thing that I remember it was a $3 peak pay because I wasn't gonna do that order for $3.25. You know what I mean? So, anyways, we're going here to the Cheesecake Factory slash what is it? No, it's Cheesecake Factory, PF Chang's, all that good stuff here. Andy's Pizza. In Tyson's. We're gonna dash till 8 o'clock. We're having lunch with my friends. Dinner. We're having dinner at 8:30 at Patsy's. So I'm gonna dash till 8. So hopefully we can make a little bit of money, you know, to cover for that. But I think for the entire dash, we're sitting around $120 something. We can do $80, $100 by 8 o'clock. Hey, that'd be awesome. So, anyways, today definitely a different dash, but it was much needed for me to go home and rest. Like I woke up, took a shower, feel refreshed, you know what I mean? So yeah, anyways, we'll see you guys on the first order. Let's go. Guys, we have our first order here of the afternoon shift from none other than the Cheesecake Factory. $11.25, $3 3 miles, I think. And it does have that $3 peak pay, but even without the peak, with the peak it would have been like $9.25. So it's showing as $11.25. So I think that might be the true payout, you know, which is cool. We'll take it. It's been a while since I've been here in Tyson's. And you know, Cheesecake Factory always provides. Cheesecake Factory, Lebanese Taverna, PF Chang's, you know, so I kind of miss coming here sometimes, but then other times this area is so oversaturated with drivers that it's, you know, it's really all about luck in that, you know, in that aspect. But we shall see. Oh, by the way, my trial is officially over here with Empower. I was talking to Ty because Ty is like, you know, the local expert when it comes to Empower and what he does and things like that. So I'm thinking we're going to go with the Flex plan, which is a pay as you go, like per, like you basically pay for how it would depend with how much you make, you know what I mean? So last month I made almost $1,000 This month I used to weigh less, and I think we're sitting around $500 for the whole month. So I'm thinking the cheapest one, I think it's like $50, if I'm not mistaken. But it's, you pay as you go. It's not like they take it all up front. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go with that, because the unlimited earnings one, like, you have to be making mad money because it's like really expensive. I think it's like $450, I think, a month for you to have unlimited earnings, which is a lot of money. Even if they don't take it up front, it's a lot of rides. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the flex, pay as you go thing, or like on your usage. That's what it's called. It's based on the usage. But yeah, so I haven't activated that yet. I'm probably gonna do it later tonight, assuming if I do go back out. Because right now the dinner is at 8:30, but knowing my friends are probably gonna want to do something afterwards. It will depend. Like, if it will depend. If it's something like low key and I don't gotta spend a whole lot of money, I'm down. But if they want to do something crazy, probably not. But I was gonna say something else. Oh, but I'm surprised at how many people do not like pineapple on pizza based on the latest video. What's up with that? You gotta expand, your food mind. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what? I'm happy with the way the day is going today. 11:25 at least in the bag. No biggie. But yeah, let me get the order dropped off. Current time is 4:25. Let's go. Okay, guys, we got the order dropped off. Stayed at 11:25. Then he had a $6 tip, and the result base pay. Nice base pay. You know what I mean? But and peak pay, of course. Anyways, I forgot to mention that those energy drinks that I got last night, my latest dash at the end, they were $1. That's a crime. That should have been free. The worst drinks I've ever had in my life. First of all, I didn't realize, and that's on me, they're like supposed to be like a seltzer, basically like really like soda type, except it tasted like nothing. Like, I'm telling you, I felt like I got robbed. I forgot what it was called, True North or something. I don't know. Definitely not for me. That's for sure. But anyways, I forgot to mention that earlier, and I just remembered about those crappy energy drinks. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Anyways, we're technically out of the zone right now, but I'm 5 minutes away from getting back in, 8 minutes away from the actual Cheesecake Factory, which is fine. Hopefully, again, we can make $80 to $100 between now and dinner time, which is 8 o'clock, because the Patsy's is already here in Tyson's, which is why we're here. So we'll see what happens. Shout out to you guys. We're getting more and more subs. Baby stepping it here to 4,000. So hey, shout out to you guys. Appreciate that. And if all goes well tonight, we should go live. So I'm hoping that by the time this comes out, I did go live. We'll see. If not, maybe I'll edit this part out, but I probably won't be able to. So yeah. Anyways, we shall see you guys. Oh, by the way, the last 2 videos I've actually been editing with my iPad, which I haven't done before, and I think it's worked out better. I think it's a little bit easier because the screen's a little bit bigger. Editing on my phone can be a struggle because I got big ass thumbs. But yeah. So anyways, let me know what you think. If it's better quality, same quality, you don't see any difference. Oh, by the way, the mount, according to Amazon, it was delivered not to my house. I'm telling you, we have so many issues with packages going to the wrong houses in my neighborhood. It's so annoying. But yeah, anyways, hopefully we can find that. If not, for right now, we're going to use this angle, but we shall see you guys in a bit. Okay, guys, we just picked up our next order here, but we picked up a few minutes ago. I was on the phone from the Cheesecake Factory. Again, this one is showing 1425, I think under 4 or 5 miles. A little bit of traffic, though. People are going home now. It's all good. For 1425, no problem. And the food was ready. So today, Cheesecake Factory is absolutely killing it. We're about 2-3 minutes away now from the drop-off. I think it's going to a house, which is awesome because apartments, here or Arlington or any other area can be a pain sometimes, So again, if we can make up to $100, if not more, by 8 o'clock, we'll definitely take it. But right now, because there is a peak pay, like the orders are coming in, there's a lot of gaps. If I decline an order, I know I'm going to be waiting a few minutes before I get something else. So I'm so happy that this one came along because the order made sense. There's so many orders that even with the peak do not make sense to me, but yeah, anyways, we'll see you guys back in Tyson's. Let's go. Okay, guys, so we got the last order dropped off with the peak pay, right? Made it back, and I'm like, oh, I'm hoping I can make one more before the peak pay goes away. 5:29 rolls around. The first peak pay ends, they add another peak pay, $3 for the entire night, basically. Why? I don't know. It's not raining. There's no bad weather, whatever. But basically, peak pay means less offers to go around. So when this one came along, I'm like, you know what? This makes sense. I think it's like $20 maybe, or maybe a little bit more, or a little bit less. I can't remember right now. From the Cheesecake Factory, yet again, to shout out to this Cheesecake Factory, because you know what? After being in Arlington, not all Cheesecake Factories are the same. The one in Arlington is absolute trash compared to this one, and there's no parking. This one is almost always ready, plenty of parking. But yeah, so I think it's gonna make sense. We're gonna, we're baby stepping in here to $50. If I can make $100 by 8 p.m., that would be awesome. Maybe that can be my budget for dinner, for my dinner. You know what I mean? But overall, a pretty good day. I mean, we had a hot start with the order from Brugger's Bagels. Oh, by the way, I did have their bagels because I got some breakfast when I was waiting for the order. Not good. Not good. $9 for 2 bagels should be a robbery, man. And it wasn't good. If it was good, I would be like, you know what? I got no problem paying. It was good. Not good. Not good. Which is kind of annoying, but it happens. It is what it is. But yeah, so now I'm pretty happy with the outcome of being in Tyson's today. So far, so good. We're making the best of it. There are a lot of drivers for sure. But again, when there's peak pay, the opportunities, the orders are not as, often. So I definitely don't have the luxury of declining a lot of bad orders. But you know what? I never decline good orders, Bad orders decline all day. You know what I mean? So anyways, let me get the orders dropped off. We shall see you guys in a bit. Let's go. Alrighty, guys. So the order stayed the same. I think it was like $19. And then I get this offer right here from, what is this place called? Kizuma. Kizuma's typically pretty slow. But $25.75 is hard to pass up when the entire time that I drove back, I didn't get a single offer. So cash flow. Now, the only issue with this place is how slow they are. So I'm really hoping that the food's ready. But it doesn't seem to be the case, as I don't see any food. Ooh, you know what? I do see a bag. I do see a bag. What do you guys think? It'll be ready or not? Let's see. Sorry, how's it going? I'm just picking up a Doordash order. Thank you. Andrew? Andrew and Mary Ellen. Then you just combine their names. Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, so as expected, the food was not ready at Kizuna, but the guy told me it was going to take an additional 5 minutes, and he made it seem like, it's 5 minutes. So I'm like, you know what, let's put the timer on. I did put a timer on, but I didn't put it for 5 minutes. I think I put it for like 10 minutes, just because it's a good order. If I were to want to sign it, I think it would be dumb in my part, unless it was going to take like 25, 30 minutes, Now, it didn't take more than, I would say, 3 minutes. Like, I went to use the bathroom, when I came back out, the food was ready. So shout out to him. It's like, it's a Japanese place, but it's run by like Russians, which is interesting, Maybe they're watching the channel, the Russians. But anyways, we're 20 minutes away, 8.7 miles, perfect. So hopefully we can catch something on the way back, although it's doubtful. But we are going to be near the other Fintai, and there's other restaurants up there that are expensive. So it's possible. It's possible. And technically, if we do get orders from them, it's going to catch the peak pay from Tyson's. So that's always, it could be interesting. Now, this could go up or it could stay the same. I'm thinking it's staying the same. I think this is the true payout, because I think the subtotal is only like $114, if I'm not mistaken. So, again, overall, this is just gonna, this bottom part of my shift is gonna be my dinner. And depending on how much I make, that's how much my budget will be for the hour. And with the boys, shout out to my boy Chris, turning 32 years old today. Well, not today, on Sunday, but we're celebrating today, So anyhow, guys, hopefully you guys are having a great Friday, or a great week overall, a great month. I think it's definitely been the first 2 months of the year. Man, I can't talk today. They're always difficult, right? Especially if you're a new driver, you probably don't even know what to expect. You're thinking, wow, it's so slow. Is this sustainable? This and that. And, it gets better. But at the same time, there's also more drivers. I think there's more drivers now than ever before. People need more income, part-time jobs, this and that. So I think, if you do it part-time, let's say you do it only Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you're probably thinking, wow, it's really slow. But I think there's also a lot more people driving, And if you're driving for a while, I would try out new zones. You know, venture out a little bit more, expand your you know, your zones, your knowledge of the zones, because you know, you never know. Um, who is calling? Who is calling? Ooh, I gotta pick that up. We'll see you guys in a few. Okay, guys, we are back in Tice after dropping off the order from Kizuna. It actually went up to, I think, 27.38, if I'm not mistaken. We'll take it. We'll take it. So I think for this current dash, we're sitting at 71.88. So overall, I think we're sitting around like 190 or something. Not bad, not bad. It is 7:30 though, so I'm kind of running out of time. I haven't really gotten anything that's been decent. Everything's been super far, or just not paying well enough, even with the stupid peak pay. Or is it peak pay over? Hold on. No, then the peak pay's over. I think it ended at 7:30, so 7:31. Okay, so there's no peak pay anymore, which is fine. Um, I like it that way better, anyways. But again, I don't even know why there's peak pay to begin with. It's not even busy. So let me look at it. That's just a double check here that the peak pay is officially gone. Yep. So we got basically half an hour. If I could do, I don't know, one, maybe two more orders by then before calling it a day, that'd be great. So anyways, we'll see you guys hopefully soon. Okay, guys, so check this out, okay? So we're waiting here. You know, the peak pay is gone. We get this order right here for $6.25 from Andy's Pizza. I think it's like low mileage, whatever, right? I'm just glad to be doing something. But check this out. I ran into Adam, and he goes, hey, did you not get this order? And I'm like, what order? He showed me the order. It was from Andy's Pizza on P.F. Chang's stacked offer, like $40.11. And I was like, whoa. I think I was probably declining an order as he received that order. You know, in the end, dashing involves a lot of luck, right? But for whatever reason, he's in the new offer screen. I'm in the old offer screen. We're in the same market, same zone. Yet everything I see is still in the old offer screen, and he sees everything in the new offer screen. My theory is, and I have no proof, is just, you know, off the dome. That is because I never resetted my acceptance rating, so I never saw the diamond emojis. And I know this is a diamond zone, but I never got to see any of that stuff. You know, I still see the occasional please reset your not the occasional. I see it every time I log in for the first time. It says like, oh, please reset your please. Not doesn't say please. It says like reset your acceptance rating if you want or whatever to get, you know, priority, you know, that BS that Doordash likes to play. So I don't know, but you know, shout out to him, to Adam. He got lucky with that banger. You know, I'm just glad to be doing this little order. It could be more, maybe not. It's just a pizza, some fries, and some sides of burrata. I don't even know what that is. It looks like cheese. But here we are. The current time is 7:44, so we possibly have enough time to do one more order before calling it a day here and going to have some dinner with my friends. We shall see what happens. Maybe stepping into $100 in this bottom shift. Of course, overall, I think we're going to finish hopefully around 200, if not higher. So let's get it.